How you doing? Part two. More to follow. Yeah, so let me tell you about this too. Them witches, the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm, they know who you are, even if you don't. And what I mean by that is your higher self, who you are in the spirit. This flesh right here, this is not our true form. The real reality is the spiritual world. We are spirits having a human experience, right? And the chosen ones, the like I'm just say chosen ones like myself. Before we have our awakening, even now I had my awakening. I truly don't know who I really am in the spirit. But them demons and the angels of light, all of them, they know. They know. And they got this thing only called ESP, whatever it is, they see the future, they see it all. They know my mom 2 years before I had my awakening. It like she already knew. That demon in her knew that I'm about to awaken. And all these years she done, put in all this work to keep me asleep. Her and other family members and different people. And it's not working. Like they know I'm about to awaken. And I know I used to call home. I live like 800 miles away from her. I ain't lived, I'm 51. I ain't lived at home since I was, 18. And her disposition was so nasty with me. What do you want? What? It was like I'm disturbing her. She pissed off. I called. I'm like, Mom, what's going on? Shouldn't the son call it, Mama, and see what's going on with her? But she was just like pissed that I was calling her. And I remember one call, we just talking, and then out the blue, she like, don't embarrass me. And it just came out the blue. I'm like, Mom, what you talking about? Who did somebody did something? I'm thinking like one of my siblings did something, whatever. Not knowing that in the future, now that, I'm putting stuff out there about her, just to bring awareness and that hopefully she's a narcissist. They don't take accountability. They're not responsible, none of that kind of stuff. So she can take accountability. She can confess. She can apologize. She can repent. That's the whole goal there, because they not going to take responsibility for anything and everything they do. They narcissists are not going to do it. You got to put that junk in their face, like to the point where it's almost embarrassing them for they can, okay, I'll take it, but they won't do it. And I know some of y'all that don't have eyes to see and ears to hear, you're not spiritual, you don't understand. All you see is David going after his mama. But it's bigger than that. Everything is not what it seems, y'all. But let me tell you about this here. These demons, these Nephilim, these whoever, whatever, they know who you're going to be in the future. They know that you're going to affect change, and not to them, not in a good way, meaning you're going to affect the mission of the kingdom of darkness. They know all of this, right? So what they do, I'm going to tell you what they do. They get close to you. They become your boyfriend and your girlfriends. Hell, they marry you. They become your best friends, your friends, because they get close to you so they can what? Kill your life. So they can destroy you. So they can keep you down. All this because they don't want you to they don't want you to know who you really is. They don't want you to walk in that. They don't want you to become the warrior, the spiritual person, the person that's going to save a lot of souls from hell. They don't want you to become none of that. So their mission is to marry you. Let's say it's a woman. She gonna marry you, start popping out them children, and keep you in a state, as some of y'all say, a low vibrational state, a state where, that you won't become a sin to who Yahuwah called for you to be. And they'll do it. That's why you'll see people getting divorced after 20 years, 25, because being the chosen one or the person of light, a lot of times you see it. You see the weirdness, the craziness, but either you don't want to believe, you turn a blind eye, or you praying and hoping it'll change because you genuinely love the person. Even though you see the foolishness, you don't want to believe it, but you love them. And after all them years of trying to, make things right and the fighting and all that, you finally like, I can't do it no more. I can't fight. I can't do it. Yeah. I got a cousin, and when the Most High had revealed to me during my the day I awakened, the awakening process, that my mama was a narcissist and going to hell and all that. About 2-3 weeks after that, he revealed to me that this cousin, his wife, was a narcissist. And when he revealed it to me, man, I was like, I was hard. I known his wife for me and him met her at the same time. We all was in college at the same time. We all was in DC in school. She went to HU. Me and my cousin went to UDC, and we all was in school and going to this church in the college ministry. And so we basically all met her. Matter of fact, I dated her before him. We want to date and all that. But anyway, that's another story for a time. But yeah, he showed me that she's a narcissist. So when I called and told, I'm all, oh, John, and I asked him, was he aware of narcissism, whatever? He said, yeah, because his dad won. I said, well, that's another one. The Most High already showed me about him, but I wasn't talking about him at the time. But I said, yeah, I know. Most High showed me your dad's one too, And I was telling him about his wife. I said, your wife is one, and he it's almost like he know. I don't know what all the signs. I was telling about all the signs, they've been married 26, 27 years. She married, worked twice, 4 years right here, 3 years right here, that's it. And now you're going back and say, well, she the wife. He supposed to take care of her. Yes. But when you're contributing to all this debt, when you purposely putting your husband in a bind just to keep him down, I'm going to give you an example. Someone who's practicing witchcraft and all this kind of stuff like that. You go put a spell on somebody, like your friend or your relative, whatever. I want to put a spell on them that a lazy spell, that is to stay lazy, because they may look at you as someone you're always motivated. You're always making it happen, da-da-da-da. So now they want to put a spell on you to be lazy, da-da-da-da. And then once they do this spell word, now the same person will turn, why your ass so lazy? Why? You the one you don't know this, but they the one put the spell on you. They the ones that went to a witch and all that. Then they want to turn around and get on you about the very thing that they did to you. This the foolishness. This the gaslight. This the craziness these narcissist people do. Crazy stuff. Because they want to get a reaction at you. They a mess. But his wife is a narcissist. And she got all this. Let me tell you. Me and this cousin, we was like brothers. Me and his brothers, we all grew up like brothers. They are brothers, but they my cousin, but we grew up like brothers. So it used to, man, this was my awakening. I ain't know what was going on. It hurt me so bad. I used to call my cousin all the time. Let me tell you, this how these demons know. They know who we are. Let me tell you, the craziness. Y'all ready? I would call my cousin all the time, leaving voicemails. John, it's David. I'm checking on you. I said his name. I'm checking on you. Da, da, da. He got his own phone. His wife got her own phone. Every time, guess who responded to the voicemail? His wife called me. Hey, Dave, yeah, we got the voicemail. Da, 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 da. And I thought it was so weird. I'm like, why the hell she always answering this phone? Like, every time. I'm like, but do you don't want to speak to me? What's going on? What? I'm calling him. He never answered the phone. It's going to voicemail. She returned. She'll call me, responding to the voicemail that I left him. He my cousin. You married to our family. But I'm like, what? So when the Most High revealed to me, now this happened all throughout the years, and I just grew to just accept it, thinking that my cousin just don't want nothing to do with me, whatever. I just accepted like that. That wasn't it. That demon in his wife, my cousin-in-law, did not want me to talk with John because that demon probably thought I would awaken him. Real talk. So that's why she intercepted all the calls. That's what the Most High revealed to me. When I called my cousin and was telling him about his wife with narcissist and all that, and I told him about, John used to always call you, and she's always intercept the call, but y'all ready? He didn't know that I was calling. I don't know. Did she the calls was going to the phone, but she resort them to her phone, her phone. I don't know how she was doing it, but he didn't even know that I was calling or leaving the voicemails. See how that happened? Because she knew Me talking to him, she felt like I was going to contribute to him awakening. Because he's another thing, Most High showed he a chosen one as well. He's not woke yet. And it's sad to say, there's gonna be some people that don't wake up. Some people some people not. Some people not gonna walk in their purpose. You know what it says? Many are called, few are chosen. A lot of people not gonna answer the call. And I think I did a video on this as well. I sure did. What's gonna happen is the Most High gonna reveal to you, like He revealed to me. Loved ones around you, they evil. I'm talking about people you love, family, close friends, and you gonna have to walk away from. And people ain't gonna want to leave and walk away from these loved ones. I got a cousin right now, second cousin, my mama first cousin. She like an aunt to me. I know she's a chosen one. I discern it. But guess what? Her son, that's a cousin of mine. Now, I'm not going to, I've said his name in the past. He's a second cousin on my mama's side, and he's a preacher. You do the math. But the Most High showed me this before I had my awakening. Then He showed it to me after. And I talked with, and my aunt, I think I mentioned to y'all, this cousin that I look at as an aunt. In a video, I told y'all she contributed to my awakening, because she the one talking about seeing all this stuff. I prayed and asked Yahuwah, I'm about to say God, Yahuwah to take the blindness of my eyes. Then I was like, oh Lord, I shouldn't have prayed that prayer, because now I'm seeing everything, whatever. Let me tell you what I saw. This before my awakening now. I didn't know what it was at the time. I know now. This the cousin that's a preacher. I told y'all it's warlocks and witches out in the church. If you don't know what astral plane is or astral projection, look it up. ASTRAL projection. YouTube it. That's go back to them demons and them witches riding you and all that. Yes. I'm at their house. I'm sleeping on the sofa. And I'm a seer. I see stuff, even though you don't know I see it, I'm seeing it. You may not even realize I'm seeing it, but I'm seeing it. And this is before I had my awakening. So I've always been chosen. I've always been to see all that. May not have known what was happening, whatever, but it is what it is, right? Yahuwah woke me up at like 2 a.m. I'm laying on the sofa. There's a coffee table beside me. And I see this floating over the coffee table. Now, I'm from the old school. Y'all, any of y'all my age, y'all remember the cartoon Casper the Friendly Ghost. Okay? And get a visual of Casper. Just picture Casper. This is the only way that at the time, I knew how to explain it. It was like Casper the Friendly Ghost was floating over the coffee table, but it was my cousin. He was looking dead at me, and he had that sinister grin on his face, looking at me. And it was like, this, this was like a couple of seconds, maybe like 4-5 seconds. And I woke up, whatever, and I got the hell on out of that. I mean, I literally packed my shit, and I got up out of that house, but I didn't wait. Of course, so backstory. It was coming. Remember I told you another video. I used to drive from Huntsville to Albany, Sylvester, 3 weekends out the month. And sometimes I would leave out of church going back home. But a lot of times what I would do is stay at my cousin/aunt house, and I would get up in the morning, like 4 in the morning, 3, 4 in the morning, and leave, to go back home. Alabama's an hour behind. So, and it's a 6-hour drive. So I would get home just enough time to shower and change and go to work. So that's what happened. So basically, when I woke up at 2 and this happened, I was probably going to wake up anyway in an hour or 2 hours later and get on the road. So I just got on the road an hour, 2 hours earlier because I saw this. Oh, yeah. So after my awakening, I remember when I had my awakening, I'm crying. I cried for 2 weeks straight. I'm calling people, apologizing and all that because guess what? When he became a preacher, my spirit discerned that he shouldn't be no preacher. And so I wouldn't go support him. I wouldn't go hear him preach. None of that, right? This is before my awakening. So right when I had my awakening, I'm calling him, apologizing for not supporting him and all this and third. But then I go on to tell him, I said, Tony, you still, and I just said his name. I said, you still got this jealous spirit on you. It's so heavy. It's been on you for years when we was like 18, 19. And even now on this phone, I discern it. And he was like, I ain't know. Negro, you was jealous of me, boy. You always, man, you come out, you didn't know. But and then I also told him, now mind you, at this time, this is right when I had my awakening. So I didn't know about astral projection. How I said it to y'all. I said it was like, and also you was floating over me, the Casper the Friendly Ghost. It was you. Da, da, da. That Negro act like he didn't hear what I said. It was like, next question, go talk about something. He didn't acknowledge that I just said that. Okay. That's it. Yeah. And so I went to his mama, who's my cousin aunt. I'm telling her about it. I said, look, cause mind you, I'm telling you, Yahuwah used her, contributed her to my awakening about, anointing my house, anointing myself, praying, all this. It was her telling me that. So I said, look, auntie, look, don't let him anoint the house no more. You anoint your own house. You hear me? Hear what I said? I'm telling you what the Yahuwah showed me. You do it yourself. Please don't let him do it no more. I even told her what I seen as far as him floating over me. Whatever. She tried to like debunk. Oh, that might have been this. So if my first thought was, my glasses look so crooked, was like, oh Lord, she a witch too or something. She trying to defend this joke, whatever. But then as the Most High was dealing with me, it was more like, no, he probably revealed to her this in her son, and she's a mama. Now, anybody know I'm not a mama or a parent. The love between a child and a mama, that's a trauma bond that can't be broke. So that got to be difficult and hard for her to accept or to even walk away from my own child. So, that I can't never or will never understand that. I kind of can understand it, but that's something that she got to really pray and seek the face of Yahuwah, and that's the whole thing. I can't really go into details with that. But when you see it, well, I told y'all about me seeing it in my own mama. So imagine if vice versa, if a mama see it in a child, their adult child. I did a video long ago about the Yahuwah put it on me to tell the people about, when you see your children, because I'm telling y'all, these demons be all out there at the school, getting on your children, all that, get them while they're young, right? So if you see your children acting out and doing craziness, they possessed, they got a demon on them, and you just pray about it. You got to, even if you ain't spiritual, your butt better get spiritual. You better start fasting and praying and seek the Most High's face. I'm trying to tell you. We don't fight against, isn't y'all go do your homework, look it up. Do your homework. We don't fight against flesh and blood. We fight against wickedness, principalities in dark places, spiritual stuff. We can't beat them like with a fist. We can't. And don't you go practicing no black magic, witchcraft, whatever. You go seek the Most High face. You get spiritual that way. You seek him out, fast and pray. That's how you fight that mess. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. All right. I love y'all. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't. And the most important, he loves you. He wouldn't send me and other chosen ones to spread light, to spread information, to get y'all to awaken to what we dealing with, y'all. This is crazy. Everything is not as it seems, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's like it's like I stepped out the matrix. They don't like that. My eyes are open. It's oof. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. All right. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Shalom. Comment, like, and share. Stay tuned for the next video. All right. Bye.